Welcome back to this training. So in this video, I'll teach you how to create a sales invoice and how to apply sales credits memo, so a posted sales invoice. But we're going to start from creating a sales quote. So click on sales, navigate to sales quote, and select new to create a new sales quote. So enter the customer name that you want to make this quote for. Click on OK. The order date. What date do you want to make this quote? The quote's valid to date is saying for how long do you want this quote to be valid? This quote you're sending to your customer, for how long do you want it to be valid? You can enter in there. Let's say you want it to be valid till 28th of October. You can now scroll down to the lines. What item do you want to sell to this customer that is requesting for a quote? On the type field, you select item. Select the item number that you want to prepare the quote for. The quantity the customer wants to buy or wishes to buy. The unit price is populated automatically because when you created the item card, you entered the unit price of that particular item. Had it been it was not part of the setup when creating the item, you have to enter the unit price excluding VAT. It is important. You can decide to, the payment terms code was also generated automatically because it was applied to the customer when you were creating the customer card. So those are the necessary information required for creating a sales quote. So you can process this sales quote and convert it to a sales order. Click on process and click on make order. You can also decide to create a sales invoice directly from this sales quote by clicking on process and clicking on make invoice. But yeah, I want us to create a sales order before creating a sales invoice. So you select make order. Do you want to convert the quote to an order? Yes. Then the quote has been converted to order. Do you want to open the new order? Yes. If you check the sales quote list page, you won't find this particular quote anymore because it has automatically generated a sales order for you. So this is the sales order that was prepared from your sales quote, that was automatically generated from your sales quote. So if after sending the quote to your customer now says, okay, I don't want to buy 5 quantity anymore. I want to increase the quantity I want to purchase to, let's say, 10 quantity. You can actually do that on this sales order. So this increases the total amount of money your customer is going to pay, which is shown here. So you can enter the discount amount. If you feel you want to give a discount to this customer, the invoice discount percentage is going to be on the total invoice amount. But line discount, the one you have on the line here, is going to be for each line item. Let's say you have another item, line item, where you want to sell something else to that customer. You can actually add another line to the sales order. Irrespective of the fact that it wasn't included in the sales quote, you can add another item, add another line for another item. So enter another item number. Let's say this customer wants to purchase just one quantity of this particular item. The unit price is also generated automatically because on the item card, the unit price for this item has been fixed. And even it is not there, it is required of you to enter the unit price manually. You can also change this unit price if you don't want what was automatically generated for you. Let's say the price has increased to 700, you can do that. It is also accepted. So your total price or the total amount of money you'll be charging your customer is shown down here. This amount excludes VAT amount. If you want to give a discount on just one category of this item, you can do that on the line. This is the line fast tab. This is what we call the line fast tab. So you can assign a discount to a particular line item, and you can also decide to assign discount to the total invoiced amount. If you want to apply discount to the total invoice amount, you do that here using the invoice discount percentage. But if you want to assign it to just a line item, you do that on the item that relates, you do that on the line that relates to the item you want to give discounts for. Let's say I want to give discounts for this first item. First item, computer. I want to give discount to this customer because the customer is purchasing a large quantity of it. So I want to give 5% discount. So this reduces the total line amount that the customer is going to be charged for this item. I don't want to charge discount. I don't want to give discount. The total line amount is 2,500,000. But now I said I want to give a discount of, let's say, 5%. The line amount reduces to 2,375,000. I can also decide to give discount on the total invoice amount of 2,500,700. I decide to give a discount of, let's say, 10%. This is applicable to the total amount that was invoiced before. So this is the discount amount is automatically calculated, and it reduces the invoice amount that the customer has to pay. So you can go ahead to post this sales order or convert your sales order to a sales invoice. If I want to post this sales order first before preparing my sales invoice, I'll click on posting, click on post to post this sales order. If I now said, okay, I don't want to post this sales order, I want to create my sales invoice automatically, I'll click on process. So if you decide to only post this sales order without creating a sales invoice, click on posting, click on post, and click on ship. But if you want to create your invoice automatically, you can click on ship and invoice. This automatically creates your sales invoice for you. But it is advised for you to check to preview your posting before posting. So click on posting and click on preview posting. This allows you to know the GL account that is going to be affected by posting this transaction. So you can see 11 GL entries are created just for this sales order. So you have to be sure you're satisfied with these entries before you post the transaction. So the discounts granted account is going to be affected. The total amount of discount on the first item, discount granted on the second item. The sales account is credited for the first item, credited for the second item, and just like that. If you know you're satisfied with these GL entries, you can go ahead to post this transaction. And I'm going to post as ship and invoice because I want my sales invoice to be automatically generated. So I'll click on posting, click on post, click on ship and invoice. Okay. So the order is posted as number 103004 and move to the posted sales invoice window. Do you want to open the posted invoice? So this has automatically created a sales invoice for me. So I want to open my sales invoice that was posted. So this is the posted sales invoice. You can navigate to check the entries that was created. Click on more options, click on actions, find entries, click on find entries. So this shows me the GL entries that has been created as a result of this transaction I posted. It shows me the VAT entries that was also created and many other entries related to this particular transaction. Now, if you find out that you've overcharged this customer for the sales invoice you gave out to him or her, you can use the sales credit memo to reduce the invoice amount, the posted sales invoice amount. So search for sales credit memo. Click on new. Enter the customer's name or search for the customer's name. Click on OK. Click on prepare. Click on get posted document lines to reverse. This opens documents that relate to this particular customer. You can see this is the invoice that was created for this customer that has two different lines. Now you can now choose to select which one you want to reverse the value for. Are you reversing value on the first item or on the second item? Let's choose the second item. Then click on OK. Choose the second item and click on OK. So this shows the entries relating to that item. Now, what you're supposed to enter on this unit price is the amount you want to reduce. Let's say I want to reduce the amount by 100. That is what I want to see here, just the amount to be reduced. So you can go ahead to post the sales credit memo. Before you post, you can also preview the posting first. Click on posting, click on preview posting. So this shows you the general ledger entry that is going to be affected by this sales credit memo. So the sales credit memo can be used to increase or reduce the value that was charged before. Maybe you charge the customer 700, now you want to reduce that value by 100. So use minus 100. Click on posting and click on post. Then say, do you want to post the credit memo? Yes. Amount. You can go ahead to open the posted sales credit memo. Okay, it has opened for you. You can now navigate to see the ledger entries that was affected. So click on more options, click on Actions, click on Find Entries. So this shows how this is going to affect your ledger entries. That was all about creating sales invoice and using sales credit memo to reduce the invoiced amount. Thanks for watching.